now joined by Major General Chapman, who's the former head of counterterrorism at the Ministry of Defence. Always a pleasure to have you on the show, Chip. There we have Grant Shapps staring down the barrel of a sniper rifle on manoeuvres with NATO. How much of a threat or how much of a warning do you think this sends out to people like Vladimir Putin, or will he just look at it and kind of roll his eyes?
Well, I think you have to go back to the 50s and Montgomery's line about the test matches postponed indefinitely due to the deterrent strength of the Western alliance. And the fact that Grant Shapps was in Poland, which of course is the closest country to Russia, to Ukraine, and therefore Russia, along with Latvia, Lithuania and Estonia, means that we're taking deterrence seriously. And you can either have deterrence by denial, being there, which British troops are in both Poland and Estonia, not on just the exercise Steadfast Defender, but as part of the enhanced forward presence, which came out of the 2016 NATO summit, because for Poland, Russia has always been an existential threat because of 1939. Or you can do deterrence by punishment, by going to war. And it's far cheaper to do deterrence by denial than deterrence by punishment.
And can I ask you about the incident, the 30 minutes where the craft carrying Grant Shapps and also GB News' Ray Addison had its signal jammed for 30 minutes. Do you think this was a targeted offensive, or is this a routine blocking of airways that would happen across that territory anyhow on any craft?
Well, it came from Kaliningrad, which is Russian territory. Also worth saying that Kaliningrad, of course, was had a German population until they were kicked out after the Second World War. To answer that question, you really have to understand the electromagnetic spectrum. And there are a number of ways that you can do this in terms of electronic attack. And there are a number of ways that you can defend in terms of electronic protection. Now, the worst case, people would say this is terrible. You know, the signal was lost for 30 minutes. But if you take the other side of the coin, you're actually saying that the Russians have illuminated. You know the frequencies that their electronic warfare gizmos have given out to you. They're disclosing their tactics, techniques and procedures. And therefore, in future, you would know how to kill them, either in a soft kill posed by your own counter-electronic measures, or by a hard kill, that is physically destroy them, because you know where that emanated from. So I wouldn't take it as all doom and gloom on what happened, because at the moment, we're in the sort of preliminary stages of the World Cup. We're not in the World Cup final.
OK, superb. So, a font of knowledge as ever, Major General Chapman, thank you very much for joining us